30th of October to the 1st of November 2023, Singapore hosted the EU Singapore Matchmaking Event. This event was jointly organised by the European Commission and Enterprise Singapore, with the support of the EU Delegation to Singapore and the Singapore Ministry of Trade and Industry, and facilitated by the European Cluster Collaboration Platform and the Enterprise Europe Network. The EU delegation comprised of 27 standout clusters and 5 SMEs, all keen to establish connections and explore business opportunities. The 3-day programme was meticulously designed to facilitate learning and exchange between EU participants and their Singaporean counterparts. Activities included matchmaking meetings and site visits to prominent trade fairs such as Switch and Agri-Food Tech Expo Asia.
It's the 3rd time we are doing European Union Singapore Matchmaking Event, and it's really marvelous to see the bustling crowd of European and Singaporean business organizations, SMEs, clusters sitting together and doing business.
Singapore has always looked to the EU for technology partnership, for trade. And now that we see that a lot of EU companies, EU organizations, EU countries are coming to Singapore, to Southeast Asia. And this is where we see the importance of handshake for the two sides.
We met with some of the participants and asked about their experiences and key takeaways.
The meetings I had so far were very productive. We already established several ways of collaboration in the future regarding the projects and actually the specific technologies that we want to market here. We as a cluster, and especially from the small countries as Lithuania, we are very thankful for the opportunities like this, because it's a great way to expose the small countries and our potential, and to meet not only the Asian markets but the European partners as well. So that's a great initiative from the European Union.
Singapore essentially is a very small market, so almost all my members have business outside Singapore. And interestingly, for fintech sector, the whole Europe sector is a very important market. I've received so many invites, and before I knew it, my whole calendar is full. I've already met up with 3 different people from 3 different organizations. I have clusters, I have associations, I have individual tech companies.
It's a very good option to try to see the Asian market, and we for sure know that Singapore is a tech leader. Thinking about, say, companies or clusters within the European Union, you would not come to the idea to go to Asia that easy. And having such an organized event, a big delegation coming, actually makes things very structured, and for sure it's a great initiative and very positive experience for us so far.
With the European delegation that's coming here, we see many opportunities for collaboration. I've already had so many fruitful meetings. I think what we do is that we're all trying to solve problems, but how we solve them and with whom we solve them, I think that'll bring the solution to the market a lot quicker and a lot better. We cannot operate in a vacuum, which is what this event is all about, isn't it?
I had a lot of interesting meetings at different levels. I met some clusters. I met also companies producing materials that could be interested in selling their materials in Italy. We could start a business opportunity with them.
We also spoke to Alexis, who joined the EU Singapore Matchmaking Event for the 2nd year running.
One of the key elements that make us come back is that first of all, it was successful last year. It was really beneficial for our companies, our members, for the cluster, but also because the ECCP really take into account our feedbacks by selecting an event that is really relevant for us, which is the Agri-Food Tech Expo.
Want to learn more about ECCP matchmaking events and other services? Visit the ECCP website and follow our social media channels for the latest news and updates.